All right, hey, I think we're going to try to get a weekend here before the evening. So we're on our Wizard Amazon Berserker Magician game, and this is sort of where we're at. Just ready to start day one. Everybody sort of puts at the end. The wizard's all by his lonesome down here at the guardhouse, but this gives him super quick access to the deep wood and potentially the cliff, and the borderland. And then, like, this is a nice little spot here for him, I think. Everybody else has a little bit harder of a time, except that this gate has popped up, and you can easily get to that gate in probably 2 days ish or so, and then pop in and appear at this gate there. Both the magician and the Amazon um, can benefit from that, since I think both of them have a need to get over here to the ruins and to the house. Otherwise, I think that's it. So we're going to write day one. The wizard is first. And as we said, we're going to play Tiny Hut immediately. And he's going to place a visitor in a valley. So we're going to place, we'll place the scholar. And we're going to place him in a valley. So we're going to place him right there. So always put him beside to indicate that he's in a hut. I don't know why, but that's what I do. And then we're gonna draw a quest, put it face down, since we won't get it till tomorrow. Um, in the meantime, the wizard's got to figure out what the hell to do today. I do think, since he's friendly with the guard, we'll at least trade to see what's here. Then we're gonna hide. Uh, how about this? We'll trade twice, hide, and then move into the deep wood. I believe, if that is available. Oh, and I need to do I could probably use to do time cameras. Camera one. We'll maintain that zoom to camera two. Shimmy over to camera three, which is pretty close. We'll do that. Boom. So yeah, that ain't bad either. Boom. Zoom out for camera 5 and 6. Done. Okay, there we go. So yeah, he'll go to Deepwood 5. So that'll be his day. In the meantime, the Amazon would love to get rid of Dragon Slayer, frankly. Dragon Slayer is a dead end for her a little bit. But the question there is, you balance that against wasting the first day. Um, I mean, she could literally end up here or here. Not here, but here effectively, if she just went all out. It's probably not ideal. 1, 2, 3, but then this is 4, 5. So that's a little much to go. And the question then is, do you get out here? Do you make a run for it? How are you going to get Navigator in the meantime? That is a good question. I would love to get rid of Dragon Slayer, and and even though the card is going to theoretically be better, I would hope. That one day, just that 3 clearings, just bothers me. It's a lot of movement that she's giving up. Um, all right, let's do this. We're gonna hide. Ah, we're gonna hide twice. We're gonna trade. Um, I'm gonna hire. Hide, hire. Done. There you go. We'll see if we can't at least get a guy to come with us, and so on. The Barbarian Berserker is Spider Slayer, Monster Lore, and Take Cover. So he needs to get he needs to get moving here, but he will. I would hire if I'm him. I'm hiring at least a guy. So I will trade to see what they have, and then we'll hire twice. And that's a little kind. Again, I will. So everybody's mostly staying put here, I think. I mean, both him and the magician. Yeah, do I want 2, 3? I mean, technically, sure. We're gonna go with that just because. I mean, I could cheat on the magician and just say, "Well, I'm gonna know what's there because the berserker's gonna do it," but he wouldn't know, of course. And I always with the magician, it always feels like you should at least see what they have in case they have a source of color magic. Even if you're not going to buy it, just having it there lets you cast. So we're going to get day one's monster roll. Looks like bats. Looks like we're starting with bats. We're starting with bats. We're ending with bats. We are starting with bats. We change the order of this to random to make sure it is indeed random. We shuffle the heck out of it. Done. The wizard is first. So the wizard is going to. He does trade twice with the guard. Now the guard sells medium weapons. But we're looking for the. Oh no! Don't do that. How about we? Gloves of Strength and Magic Spectacles. Both of those are fine. And I think I've convinced myself that it's okay if I just leave this face up. So we're friendly with them. If we happen to somehow luck out into price times 1, I would buy the spectacles. That's what we're going to do. We're rolling on the spectacles. Price times 2 is 12. I mean, we don't have enough, so we're good. Did we trade again? We did trade twice. Well, we're doing it again just in case. You never know. Double ones. No. Okay, and we are done. And then we're going to hide and move up into here. And we do hide. And we do move there. And it is bats and spiders. So we do get a bat first thing. Not great for the wizard, necessarily. But we're hidden, so that's cool. That is not the best. First thing to see is no treasures and bats is probably not where we want to be with the wizard, but that's where we're at. So, magician is next. The magician is going to hide, and the reason the magician hides is because he doesn't want to deal with patrol if they showed up. They didn't, and he failed his hide anyway. So yay. Okay, so he's hidden. And now he is going to trade once. So we're going to go to the rogues. Sorry about the jumpiness. So we're going to go to the rogues. And we're going to trade one time with them. Withered Claw and the Map of the Ruins. We're going to roll on the Map of the Ruins. I remember I did use Withered Claw last game actually to use, which is wacky. So for $3, no deal, even on friendly. Now we're going to hire twice. And both those first two guys are times 1. Oh, an opportunity. So we can roll either here or we can just take him for $2. We're gonna take him for $2. So we have $8 to start. We have our 7, higher 2, his price times 3. We're gonna do it. And so we have $5 left, and we have our 6 and 7 till day 15. So we'll mark that down. Oh no, it's not 6 and 7. It's 6 and 5. That's way sexier. No. It actually is. This guy is slightly better than a swordsman because he's a little faster and can do the damage. The next guy stinks, I always feel. Like not the bowman, it's this guy. This guy, I'm like, what is this guy's gig? So we're there and we're done and no one shows up. The Amazon is next, and she is fighting twice. If she doesn't want anyone to show up here, and she fails once, succeeds the second time, useless, but she does succeed. And she is going to hire twice, even though she's neutral. Maybe she can get one guy. No deal, and price times, no deal. No deal and no deal. So she is done. And now the Berserker goes, and the Berserker has a pretty dumb thing as well. I mean, he'll go for the map of the ruins, even though he's not going to buy it, though. He's done. So price times 1, I think. No, price times 2, right? Because it's the bowman. Yeah, it's the bowman and the short swordsman are times 2. He rolled a no deal, though, on the first one. And for the second one, does he get the bowman or not here? No, he gets no deal twice. So the rates are just like, yeah, you know what? A little tired of you guys like taking all my guys away. So not the most exciting first round for sure. But the Amazon got what she wanted. She's going to take Dragon Slayer and discard it. That's her whole point in doing that. She gets Diplomat, Encounter Goblins. That's actually a good one. So Diplo Goblins is way better than Dragon Slayer for her. So she is ready to roll. The Magician's ready to roll. The Berserker would have liked to have hired one guy. It does take some pressure off. If you happen to get jumped, one guy while you can ready your axe in safety saves you against the dragons with their giant heads that will knock you. So so he would have liked to have gotten someone. I don't know that it's necessarily required. So what do we got we got woodsman and a phase at the small campfire. So let's say find SP. Done. Now, what is the wizard going to do? A wizard is going to get out of dodge. And the question really is, which way are you going to go to get out of dodge? We have to consult a demon. We have to sacrifice. We have to find the small campfire. Well, I'm sort of curious as to what this looks like when we flip it. I mean, that is such the passive aggressive spell move. Oh my lord. You're effectively cutting everyone off. Oh god, it's like the competitive, this would be the competitive game thing to do, would be to rush up there, flip this tile. You get access now to the mountain, and you essentially cut off access to everybody else to the mountain. And the magician and the Amazon are probably counting on that access to get to the gate to speed their move there. 1, 2, 3. The only danger being, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can't do that and hide, and you don't know if that's gonna spawn anything or if it's gonna be a campfire. So you would ruin your sleep. You'd ruin your sleep spell to do that, to turn that to gold magic. I don't think he's not gonna do it. I think that's probably a fine idea for him. And then he'll check the cliff out. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Oh, you know what we can do? We don't need to do. We okay. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. So there you go, done. We're moving into the. We're moving in. So we're gonna move, move, and move to the woods 5, and then we're gonna spell and use our type 2s to flip the tile. And there you go, done. The wizard's a jerk. That's a jerk move right there, Pally. The Amazon has not hired anybody, but she did get rid of her crap. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. And I mean, at that point, you sort of have to hide because otherwise, because you don't want to get stuck here in the mountains, unable to run or unable to. So, what would be the danger in the mountains, right? Could she get through? What's the danger if she doesn't get through? Pretty much all the spiders she can't run from. Um, her best move's an M3, so she can run from everything 4 or above. She's not going to meet goblins in the mountains. She might meet serpents. Serpents would suck a little bit, actually, because they could tear her up pretty good. I think she wins against spiders easy. Dragons, she can run from all the dragons. Trolls, she can run from. Bats, she cannot run from, and you're going to get 2 of them. So you hate to be like stuck there. But ruins is gone. It would largely be a question of do you get a flutter or not. So I think early on we would be doing the safe move, even though move, move, move to woods 4, and then probably hide. And since one of those is extra, God, we probably hide twice, right? That's the worst part, and that stinks because I know what's coming. But that would be her move. The Berserker, on the other hand, I think he's well. I mean, he's ready to hit the trail here, and the question is, where is he going? And he's probably he just wants to turn over monsters. Like that's his job. He wants to turn monsters over. He wants to get to it. And so I'm going to say he's going to end up in the woods. He's going to move to woods 2. He'll do his due diligence and hide. And hide again. Done. Because, I mean, you're sort of stuck with the caves. Oh, our friend the magician. Our friend the magician's going to make a beeline. 1, 2, 3. He's going to the gate, but he can only make it to 4. So he's going to hide and then move, move, and move to woods 4. He is done. Let's, oops, whoa, hey, I don't like that. There we go. Day 2, monster roll is, what's the monster roll? It's 5, so spiders. That's cool. The Amazon is first. Wizard is last. So she's going to go. Oops, I just flipped everything. That's, come on, guys. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Is she hidden? She is indeed hidden. We flip that. It is dank. So serpent's on a 2. Done. He goes there. Is he hidden? He is. The magician goes 1, 2, 3, hides once. He's not hidden. It's not going to matter. The wizard goes 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to come here. He's going to burn this color to enchant the tile. Now, again, we rarely so obviously dink with. I mean, and you know, these guys are flipped. He's flipped, I think. Let's roll hidden. He's not hidden. And it's dank, but nothing appears. So, this is where the Amazon and the wizard threatened to gut. The Amazon and the magician threatened to gut the wizard. So, okay. That's where we're at for day 3. So far, nothing out. And only a little bit going on. I don't think that the magician is ready to call a rescue on the giant bat. I don't think that's the best for him. I don't think the berserker necessarily wants to monster raid. So I think we're gonna leave that go and just move forward. So the wizard is gonna go hide, rest, move, cliff. And he is done. The Amazon, fortunately, has made it through. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she'll probably hide. Move, gate. And she'll hide first. This will be her extra move. Done. The Berserker, he is certainly undaunted. He's going to move into 4. He's going to hide and move BL4. Done. And the Magician can also still use the gate, but he's going to have to go a little slower. Rescue, locate, horde, fan club. He's just going to go to 2, and he'll hide once. So he's going to hide once, go to 2. And we are done. We're done with that day. And this is day 3. Okay, let's not take a day away, guys. Let's get as many days as possible. Oh, dragons will show up. Oh. All right. Order might be important. So the wizard is going to hide, rest. And he is hidden, and he ends up at the cliff. So let's see what's in the cliff. Stink and the Lost Castle up in 1. Well, that is important in the sense that a lot of crap there. So could be Treasure Cairns 5, Flutter 2. It's going to bring dragons. Howl 5. Lair in 3, definitely dragons, and Shrine in 4. So 3 of the treasure sites appear, and we are going to get Flutter and Lair. So Flutter is first in the mountains. Is this, and then the Lair. Now that's not quite as good. The wizard has an easier time killing these guys. Had an easier time with Flamesword. This guy is very hard to kill for the wizard now. And the wizard The shrine is intriguing to him, of course. And maybe maybe these other two woods are important to him to find the small campfire. So, okay, he is done. Who's next? The Amazon is next. So she's going to end up here with a single hide. And she does. So she's hidden at the gate. Oh, flutter, what? One. That's right at the top. We're going to get the big dragon. Oh, no, there's no more big dragon. He's done. They're done. The little ones are it. Slither will draw. We don't have one of those. So we got nothing here. No. The magician can only get to here. And they're sort of following each other. And he's hidden and done. And the berserker is going to try to end up here. And he is done. And we see what's in there. So serpents and the horde in 6. Well, the horde in 6 brings the horde's guardian. So we popped a bunch of dragons. Berserker, that's not a fun fight for the Berserker. He can do it, but it's not a fun fight. As soon as this guy turns, he is dangerous. As soon as that head turns, and we cannot guarantee a hit ever. So we have to be careful. Pretty much that fight goes well if you can obviously intercept quickly. It goes poorly as soon as that head turns. And then the problem is once the head turns, you have a 1/3 chance of just being killed, and then a 1/3 chance of. And the main problem is, we can't dodge to the head effectively. We are not fast enough to kill this dragon. Right? We can only do an H4 move. So that means this head is going to hit us every round. As soon as it turns, we die. Unless we have berserk, in which case we take a serious wound every time. I do not like that fight. I don't like him being in the way. I don't like the horde there. So, little shitty. And but you know what? Doesn't matter. The game doesn't care. So what is the wizard gonna do now? I mean, in an ideal world, you can instantaneously just pop right up, hit up the lair, hit up the shrine, grab a large treasure, sacrifice it right there. The demon shows up. So you could get 2 of your 3 points theoretically if a demon shows up after you pick a treasure out of there. What is in the shrine in terms of 2 large and 2 small? So that's a crappy roll. It's a 2 or 1 to get the large treasures. This is not, I bet, as good as the altar, for instance, for stealing treasures out. So you could obviously sit on the lair and hide every day and try to get the lair, loot the lair, blah blah blah. Because you can sleep those guys. You can run from that dragon, and you can sleep these ones if they come also. So you're at least still in a position where you can sleep anyone that shows up once. So we might go with that. We might just do it. The problem you run into is if you do move up and onto this ledge here, and then you've used your sleep, then you're in that position where you have to hide to move out of the clearing. And if you fail to hide, you're unable to run then from certain of these characters that you are going to have a really hard time killing. So we don't have to be careful yet. We have to be careful once we go to here or whatever, up here, well, here is the most dangerous because you can't run out of these without problem. I shouldn't say that. You can't walk out of these. So I'm not sure that was even a coherent sentence. The fact of the matter is, the wizard can run from this guy. He can sleep these guys. If you've used your sleep by the time you go up into the mountain, you can no longer walk out of a clearing because these cost 2 move phases. So you have to do a hide every time. And once you fail the hide, you're then stuck. So if he were to use his sleep down here, move up here, get caught by the dragons, as a for instance, up here, then these fast ones would stop him from running. He couldn't walk out of the clearing, and he would be dead. So, as long as we have a sleep in our pocket, we can hide, move to the lair, and let's do 2 searches. Done. So that's his move. Day 4 for the Amazon. She's going to hide and go through the gate. Hide, X move to room 6, and then move hide, extra move, ruin 6, and then move 3. Done. That's the extra move we'll get you. The Berserker, man, that's rough. I mean, we're going to have to go in there. And we are going to go in there. So we're going to go in. We're going to hide and go into here. Man, that's a rough roll, though, if you fail that hide. We're going to hide and we're going to move into, I think, 3. That's actually the horde. And we have take cover. So if we screw up, fine. 4, that's the magician. The magician's going to. So he can only move because, again, this is in a cave. We are sort of burning daylight here because we only got so much time with our guys. And so the question there is, do you call a rescue? You've got monsters on the board. Do you call a rescue? Now, I don't love. And you could call it in either of those clearings, with the caveat that. Because theoretically, you can kill both these guys if you have poison on one of their swords. Because with poison, they can do M star damage at a time 3. So with 1 armor off of it, that's still M star done. That's heavy. You can kill the 2 dragons. You cannot kill the tremendous dragon like that. You're sort of stuck with him. You would have to transform him, which can be a little bit of a risk. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't think it's a bad idea. We're going to call the rescue out right now. So rescue gets called. Help, help. 5, the company. So the top member of the company is going to appear here. And he is trapped by the 2 heavy dragons. So we've got that going. So now we put him on there. These guys are now going to go with their bud. And so let's write that real quick. Rescue is the company at H Dragon. There you go. So that is called, and then our move is going to be 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to Pine Woods. We're going to hide in Pine Woods for now. We're going to hide once and then move, and move to Pine Woods. And we are done. And I think We have to locate the horde too, which we've seen. So that's sort of cool. All right, let's get a monster roll. It's a 1, dragons. Wow, that's a little clunky for the magician, actually. Wizard first, magician second, just to rub it in. So the wizard's going to go first, and he's going to hide and move into the lair. Does he hide? No. Then he moves into the lair. Well, it's a bit of a bummer for him because now these guys also come in. So that stops him from running because this chit can run from the tremendous, but not the heavy dread. That's a bummer. We do have sleep, and so that's going to win that day. So we're done there. That was definitely not how he wanted that to go. We're going to go there, and we're going to hide also. We do hidden. And this is the large campfire is going to appear in clearing 4. Done. The Amazon pops to the gate. She pops here. Is she hidden or not? She gets 1 hide roll. She is hidden. It's Ruins and Roar 6. I think Roar C is going to draw, and it does. And that's too bad because she cannot plant her flag with a monster there, and she can't kill that guy. So that is crappy for certain. So she's got to rethink. She is done. And finally, the Berserker, he's going to take a hide move here, hopefully just to save his part. He doesn't, and he walks into here. Oh, I think we're going to take cover. We can't not, but we don't want to not be hidden this time around. So we're going to take cover. We'll draw another one right there. So we are now hidden. So, okay. We'll do the wizard first. Wizard can't run, but what he can do is target every monster with sleep. And I'm not even really going to play it out because this chit, he hits everybody in the clearing if he wants to. He's not going to use Fiery Blast. The chance of something surviving that is going to be too high for him to risk it. So he puts everybody to sleep. Combat is ended in the clearing. He is done. What it means, though, is that rescue has moved with him, and that stinks. So he's done. The Berserker, I'm going to do the 2-round shuffle with the dragon. So doesn't matter what this is, really. We're going to do the 2-round shuffle. What I mean by that is we're going to wait the first round entirely. And the second round, we're going to jump out and attack. And if we do happen to intercept this guy, we kill him. If we do not intercept him, then the combat will end because no one has done a fatigue or anything like that for 2 rounds. So 1 or 4, we get a 3. Doesn't happen. Combat ends. It's a little cheesy. And here we are. So we are done. Everybody is done. That is day 4. It's a quick week. But we've got some situations that are starting to appear, right? So unfortunately for the wizard, not only did he get blocked, but now he's sort of forced to retreat a bit. because he cannot because he can't afford to do that again. Doesn't have the chits anymore to do it. So he's going to back up. I'm going to back up probably two. So we're going to go move back to the woods. We have gold magic there. So we're going to rest and rest. So that will be a little safer because we have gold magic. We can cast sleep if we need to. She's going to go now. She's not going to go. She's going to do her thing. I mean, that's a bummer. That's a bummer for a lot of reasons. She doesn't like the soldiers. She doesn't hate the soldiers, but doesn't like them. Um, she doesn't have a good way to get rid of. She doesn't have a good way to get rid of the dragon. She can run from the dragon, so that's okay. If she needs to run from him, she can run from him. So I think what we're going to do, and goblins, remember, she has a card for diplomat goblins. So she's actually immune to that ruins chit for the time being. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move to 5. So X move to 5. Then we're going to search to see if we can find this. And then what is the rest of the damn plan? Yeah, I would love to see some goblins. If I'm not kidding, if I'm not if I'm to be honest. So I don't know that I want to move out of there. And neither the order or the soldiers helps me at the moment. Finding either of them is about the same. I could go to the miner, though that sucks to be in the dark. I could work on navigator, which is the search is there. Let's just continue that idea. We'll search 4 times. We'll hope to find what we can find. Hopefully the goblins will pop. And that will give her navigator also. Now it's a little crappy because when you got diplomat goblins, you would love to get some sword goblins, but not going to happen. For the berserker, so the berserker escapes. He has quiet night. You can do 4 rest phases, so he gets another boon. That's great, by the way. That is great, but he's going to get damage. So I think we're going to move to 1. And then you can't really go anywhere else. That's the danger there. What is he trying to do? Spider Slayer, Monster Lure, Quiet Night. None of that's. Oh, geez. Okay. I certainly don't want to free up the lair as the berserker. I certainly wouldn't mind freeing up the horde. You could use Monster Lore to draw the dragon off the horde, but then you were stuck with that card until you kill the dragon. That's sort of the house rule that we came up with because I don't want you can't use the card to move a monster and then not defeat it, right? I mean, you could, but then you're stuck with that card. Having said that, he could move the monster off of there and, hope to succeed later, effectively, would be the idea. That is not a good monster fight for him, but it's doable. it is potentially survivable. So he's going to move to 1. So we'll play it safe right now, and he will hide at the end of that. And then we'll go from there. The magician. So the magician has seen his rescue get a little harder. I mean, a lot harder. I mean, just uh, it was super easy before then. Super easy, super damn easy. Um, but I got like excited, and now I'm sort of stuck a little bit. So what's he going to do? Round 1, you could be hidden. You could be hidden. Oh, by the way, so the magician, until other further notice, is going to alert his type 6, and unless that's not ready, but alert type 6 typically, and then he would alert or 8. 7 would be like the last resort, right? So that's going to be the assumption that this guy is pretty much always alerted whenever we can, because it doesn't fatigue like other characters. So I say, what if we go in? We go in. You could cast poison. That doesn't affect anything. You could cast poison on round 1. You could cast transform on round 2. That's going to possibly unambush you, but not necessarily. On round 3, now, and that then your transform. If your transform goes awry and you're still hidden, you can make the call. Now, the problem with that is that uh, you you possibly are screwed effectively. Um, you don't want to leave that transform there. So, but if your transform goes well and you have a squirrel, now you have 2 heavy dragons and something that can't attack. And you've got 2 guys, one of which you can kill a heavy dragon. So you would hope that he cycles through his heavy dragon in a round, and the other guy does not get killed round 1 or round 3 at this point. And then round 4, the guy cycles through and kills the second dragon. Then you can all gang tackle the lowly squirrel and kill him and be done. And if that's the case, you have done a rescue, you got a ton of points, you have the layer opened up, and you are ready for subsequent days. That's a lot of casting and a lot of hoping there, but I think we're gonna try. We're gonna do hide, move into the layer, the layer. Here we go. Oops, done. So it's going to be an eventful day 5 for certain. Let's get a monster roll, and hopefully the magician will luck out and it won't bring more crap. Spiders and imps. Well, that's an issue, of course. Magicians first, because why the heck not? So he's going to hide 2 times, and he's hidden, and he goes here, and then a spider appears. So now we have a heavy spider also. So the sucky part about that is no matter what happens, you are effectively left with 1 extra guy that has to be dealt with. Like when you have 3 guys, you might be able to manage. But with 4 guys, it's not ideal. So we're going to have to rethink his life choices there. The Amazon is moving to 5, unhidden. She's doing a naked move to here. And she's going to do 3 piers, and she gets it on the first one. So she gets Ruins 1-5. By the way, she has $10. Let's just make that clear. So her navigator is now One of three. I don't think anything appears on a 5 in the caves. Nope, nothing. The Berserk is going here. He's going to hide. 2, so he is hidden, and that's it. He's hidden. And the Wizard is going to go here and rest 2 times. And nothing appears. So, man, that is not good. That's just not good. Because what's that thing going to attack? So if he casts poison on round 1, nothing's going to. He's not going to be come unhidden. He's targeting one of his own guys. He can do that silently, effectively. So now the guy has poison. So round 2, he rolls to transform the. He rolls to transform the dragon. That roll goes well. Round 3, his guys jump out to kill the dragons. And the other guy kills out maybe on the spider, goes out on the spider. And he's still hidden. I mean, it's doable. It's just very dangerous all of a sudden because if that spider turns, that's a mess. Oh, man. And yet, otherwise, you don't have a good way to get this done ever again, like at this point. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to draw 2 buddy sheets. And a buddy sheet. Done. So we got 2 buddy sheets. Hopefully, we will continue to need 2 buddy sheets throughout the game. I hope. I mean, who the heck knows? But I hope that's the case. So what we're going to do is, round 1, we cast poison. So round 1, poison is cast. Bam. So we're going to give him a little chit, a little marker. And I think we're going to do this guy because this guy is faster in general. So we're going to give him a little teeny marker. Put it right there. For to denote that he has poison on his blood. And he is going to. So that's round 1. Nothing. Round 2, and this is where we have to start being concerned. Round 2, we're going to cast Transform on this guy because we need him to go. So Transform, pop, and pop, and we need to roll a 4, 5, or 6, and we roll a 6, so he becomes a frog. Perfect. So now we've got this guy and a frog. Now we have to roll because we're potentially becoming unhidden now because we've targeted somebody. And now we're unhidden. So now the dangerous part begins. Oh, this sucks. Okay. I don't think we have any. So this is potentially bad. So this guy, no matter what, is going to take. Oops. Well, that sort of didn't work, did it? So this guy, no matter what, is going to take this dude on because he's the only one that can kill him. And he will auto hit as long as that guy stays like that. This dude is going to have to take on this guy on this side and hope that he doesn't line up, pretty much, or that he flips. And then I'm going to have to dodge. Now, I cannot do jack all against him. All I can do is move. I can move and hope that he doesn't line up with me right now, this round. Um, because I was unhidden. If I'm not unhidden, I'm putting two guys on one of these other dudes' sheet and hope for the best. But I can't do that. And then the frog will be on my sheet because he's got to go on somebody's sheet this round. But I don't care about the frog. The frog's going to wait to die. Pretty much. Frog's waiting to die. Hell, I'm waiting to die at this point. Now, I could run. I could run. I could not run, actually. I'm not faster than anything that's on my sheet unless I were to swap out and lure. And plus, I cast anyway on this round. So, oh no. Well, hold on. So yeah, I didn't put these guys out there. So no, I mean that's fine. So I become unhidden at the end of the round. The next round they all come. The strange part is I can't run no matter what because this frog is going to stop me from running. So I'm stuck here with this guy at least one round. So okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I am perfectly happy to do this. But pass. So okay. Oof. Okay. I apologize, by the way. And I by shortcutting in my brain, sometimes this happens. Round one we cast poison, done. Round two we cast transform with no one targeted but the dragon. That succeeded, but no one the natives were not luring or deployed. So at the end of that round, I became unhidden. Everything was going to be on my sheet the next round. So those guys lured. This guy's here. So I can do an attack, strangely enough. Um, because of that, I'm gonna attack him. You might as well. Might as well go at him. Just cause it'll save us a little bit of time later. So we're hoping for not a one, not a four. It's a five. So that's at least one good round. So he's gonna go down here and he's gonna go down there. Let's see if the spider is gonna turn. He does, which makes him a little dicier. But we live for a round. Done. Perfect. Let's see where this combat goes. This is round 3. So 5. He's going to go down there. Does he flip? And we hope to heck not. He does. This is the worst possible round we could have, actually. Does he go? He goes to 2, so he goes down there. And then does he flip? Yes. Oh my God. That is not ideal case. Okay. All right. Okay. Next round, these guys are still on me. These guys cannot, right? So what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna lure like this because right now this is sort of where we're at. So we're gonna lure the guy that's dangerous away. And so this is the configuration we're gonna try to manage. Now again, I hope this guy doesn't flip now. I hope he doesn't line up either. Like he can line up and kill me in a heartbeat. 5. So again, everybody goes down 1. So that's fine. Does the dragon reflip to his heavy, deadlier side? No. All right, I can live with that. So by the way, no one spent anything last round, strangely enough. Uh I suppose we have to try to fatigue. How about this guy? Does this guy move? He goes to 3. Does he flip? We'd rather he didn't. He does not flip. That's good news for us. This guy is going to kill him because he's going to undercut him and do the requisite heavy damage, heavy plus damage, actually. And then here, we would like to not line up, and we do not line up. So he goes down to the wee bottom, and 2 doesn't flip. So, okay. So what this means is I am not necessarily in danger of dying anymore, but I am in danger of the combat never ending. And I have fatigue. So I'm going to fatigue this shit, and I'm going to just fight like that. So I'm not in danger of dying yet. But I do have a little bit of a dragon problem. All these dragons have turned to their little wimpy sides and so on. So, oops, well, time out. Stop. Sorry. Okay. So, but this round, something's killed. So we're in the first round where nothing's happening. We're hoping for a 1 or a 4 now. So he lines up, and we are going to kill the frog. So that's cool. So frog is dead, and we're going to put him here. But not necessarily there because we might not be the second attack actually in the next attack here. So what happens to this guy? This guy doesn't line up, so he goes down. Does he flip? Which would be ideal. He does flip. So this guy's going to undercut him and do heavy star damage. Or I'm sorry, do M star damage, which is M star damage, which is heavy damage. So he's going to kill him, and he does it before me because he's a time 3. So he's going to actually put him here. That's actually even better for us, strangely enough. Now we would like him to not match up, and he doesn't, so we luck out there. Does he flip? He does not flip. Done. So that round we got 2 kills. This round, we're going to put him there and hope for another kill. And we're not going to do any. We're not going to attack. We hope for a 1 or a 4 or a flip. Nope, a 5. Does he flip though? He might. He might. He does. Perfect. So this assassin poison daggers this guy, and he's the 4th one to die. That worked out. We fatigued 5 chits. It was dicey for a round or 2, but that was a coup for the magician. So the magician kills 3, 13, 43, 63 points worth of prowess. Well, that's not true. Okay. Ooh, yeah, right. We didn't kill the spider. We killed this guy only. We didn't kill the spider. We didn't kill. So none. Okay. So there you go. So under the low prowess rules for henchmen, we're only going to get a way smaller number of points. Indeed, I think we only get ×1 for everybody. So that's still 23 prowess. So we're not unhappy with that. But since our followers killed these guys, they don't actually go into the order bucket anymore. I'm never sure if I'm playing that right, but it doesn't matter. I'm all for lower fame numbers or whatever, prowess, since I feel that's, for some characters, super easy to get. But he got a bunch in one fell swoop. We are also going to succeed at the rescue, since we have cleared that out, so we get a point there. This is actually none, and this is down here. Nope, that was day 5. So 1 is up here, 23 is there. So we also get a rescue, and we get this guy. So all in all, that was a little bit of a magician coup for us. Not super excited about the spider, but I'm super excited about the end result of all that. And so the magician has the first point. He's winning prowess. Um, and so that is a pretty big deal for us at the moment. So he is done. Is there anyone else that's fighting? No one else is fighting. Magician gets a card to replace rescue. Wrong guy. So he's going to take navigator to replace rescue. Don't love it, but that's where we're at. So if we take a quick look, where's the magician? The magician has 23 prowess. I mean, gold is gold. He has 5 gold. Obviously, the Berserker has 10 gold still. The Amazon has 10 gold still. The Wizard has 10 gold still. Right? I mean, you don't, but you can't score gold unless you have more than 10. That's sort of the, right? All right, I'll put the 10 everywhere. So there you go. So what that does to the scores is that our wizard is number 3, or our magician's at 3 points instead of 0, and he's taken the early lead. What does that mean for the rest of our crew? That's good for the wizard. I think the wizard does a spell phase for certain to bring a gold chip back in to play. I think he can move and move back to Cliff 3. And then I think he's going to search. And he is done. The Amazon has found 1 out of 3 paths. The goblins didn't appear. I think she's going to. Yeah, okay. She continues Navigator, I suppose. So she's going to move to 3, ledges 3, X move, ledges 3, search, done. And that's her gig. The Berserker is out of there, so that's cool. The Berserker has to decide what to do. I think the Berserker is going to hide and move into ledges 2. So hide, move, ledges 2. And for giggles, he'll search just to do it. And then we just have to decide if we want to risk the monster lore or not. The Magician with his cadre of dudes. Now, the problem that you have is he does need to get some chits back into play. It's not a hugely dangerous position since you've killed many of the things that could appear, but you haven't killed all the spiders. Your guys will let you kill the spiders, though. That is one nice thing. So I think if we, let's say we rest once, just for giggles. I mean, to totally get that entire thing back, you would need to What's possible? So this is one of those things where I go, knowing the game is going to help, right? As it's right. We talked about randomness or whatever. What's going to appear on him? Well, he could get a tremendous. He could get a giant, and he could get a spider. Spider, not an issue. Giant would be an issue with where he is right now. If he rests. Hide search. I mean, he's not quite yet ready to take on a giant, but he would be able to have the two chits in his pocket at least. Uh, and then a hide and search is simply an acknowledgement that the darn wizard is going to come and try to steal his crap. So it's day 6. I think we are good to go. Move the day marker, get a monster roll. 4 giants and trolls. Well, there you go. We're going to roll the wizard first, the magician second. Man, I think the magician's going to just charge right in. So the magician takes a spell phase, and he's going to pop that bad boy. He then moves in. Haha. And then he's going to search for, he's going to locate. And he finds he's going to discover his crap. And that's going to be, I think, the lair. So he's going to discover the lair. Done. Now, I do always question, but he was unhidden. And I always wonder if he's unhidden. I believe the guy in there finds it. I believe he gets found with it. He can discover blah, blah, blah using the peer and locate tables. Sure. If an individual can select the map through, right. When he discovers a road where a treasure, he's the only one who discovers it. Okay, well, he does not have to reveal what he rolled or whether there's a site in the clearing. And again, that's one where you go, that could be clearer. Like if you just read that roll, then that's sort of a one way thing. But I think there's a rule somewhere else. Let me take 2 minutes to putz through an index here. Searching. $41. Let's look real quick if that was that. Right, got it. Let's quickly look at looting, just in case maybe it's looting caused it too, right? He interacts with the site. Blah blah blah. Fatigue chit to the cairn. Nope, it's not there. Not there. Finding clues, following. Blah blah blah. Oh well. Discover by spying. 25. There we go. So I don't know why that's not just in with search, right? Sharing information or spying. Spying. When you use a discovery, if he moves along a hidden path, if he loots a treasure site, there you go. So just finding it does not do it. You have to loot it. So there you go. So the magician does not find the site when the wizard finds the site. So the wizard locates the site with his single search phase, and then draws a giant. I'm sorry about that. And so now we got a giant in here. He slaps down. The magician is, right? So done. Everybody's done. The wizard. The wizard acted. The magician has not yet been blocked or anything. I mean, I recorded 2 rests. The hide always should go first. That's my fault. Right, I wouldn't write it like that. You shouldn't write it like that. How's that? So I allow the occasional retcon of that kind of thing. So we're going to hide. And we're going to fail. So we're blocked anyway. So done. Blocked. We don't get a chance to do jack. Nothing more appears, but we are blocked. And we are done. The Berserker is going to hide and then move up into the ledges and see what's up there. And he's hoping to get a spider, I think, right? That'd be cool. It's smoke and roar. Well, roar is going to maybe draw something. It does. It draws right there, a giant. But no spiders here. And then finally, the Amazon is going to go here. She moves and searches twice. So she's trying to get a 3, 2, or 1. She's going to peer to hopefully find, and she fails. And she fails again. And this giant's going to roam onto her space. And she is just going to happily walk away from that one because I think her moves are easily fast enough to run from a giant. So end of the day, she's going to run there. End of the day here, I think both of these guys have to decide what they're going to do. The magician does not have a lot of recourse. I don't know that he even has a spell to cast. He can cast Control Bats. So that ain't going to help him. The wizard could cast Sleep, but also could just run. I think we're going to just run. So he's going to play his move. He's actually going to play his move. Neither of them has to run a specific direction. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. And that's it. That's the end of the day. And then we're going to have day 7, white and black magic in both And actually, if I'm the wizard, strangely enough, I think I'm going to run this way. Although, did he move in? He just moved in today, so he has to go back the other way. So, okay. Um, so first day, the wizard is going to just move to 5. I think he hides. I think he hides. I think he moves the hell back in there, right? I mean, I think you might as well. And then you're going to try to search and hope to get a loot. And you can still sleep if you need to. Done. The Amazon has not found the witchmacall, has not found this path. Not found that path at all. She's going to move to 4 because she has to. And that'll be an extra move. 4. She's going to hide. I don't like that game. She's gonna move to. So she's gonna assume that she's gonna move to 6. Then she'll search one time and be done. Berserker. Berserker killing a giant, not a problem. He can do that all day. What we don't want to do is get our butts kicked. We don't want to draw both these guys. I think we're going to move to Maple Woods. We're going to move and move into Maple Woods and hide. Done. And then the magician. So he just needs. So he's going to move out, move and move into the woods because that's safe. And he didn't get to rest at all. So he's going to rest 2 times. He's got to get his crap back together. And if he gets his crap back together, then he can go in and take care of that. He's got a little cadre of dudes, there, right? So he's good on day 7. But that was a little bit of a waste of a day there by getting blocked. So let's roll our double monster roll here. 1 and 3. Okay. And we do have white and black magic in every clearing, but I don't think that's going to matter. So he's going to go here and hide. And he does. Flips that, it's bones. Uh-oh. Well, that's a thing. So that's a thing. That actually calls dudes. Who'd have thunk? It's an easy kill for the Berserker on the first one, and the second one can get a little dicier, but it's not too difficult. I think it's an auto kill. Magician goes there, and we're gonna rest 2 times. We're gonna pull certainly this chit and this chit because we need them to get that done, and we are done. The Amazon moves. She's going to hide, potentially, we hope. Looks like it. She's hidden. She goes here, and she pulls another pier, which we're hoping to roll a... Nope, we didn't. And we do get smoke on the mountain, but that is flyers. That's these guys, and they're gone. They're dead. So done, and then the wizard goes, where does the wizard go? He goes in, he's going to hide again and jump back in the lair. He does hide, jumps back into the lair, and now he's going to search, which is going to be a loot pull because he actually has the lair. So he's going to pull the first loot of the game out of the lair, And what is that? Is the 5th treasure. I almost shuffled that deck. It's good that I didn't, probably. The Ancient Telescope. All right, done. Now, does anything appear? No, no. I don't think so. I think the layer is done. Flutter is gone. Howl, nope, nothing. So he's good. And we are done with everybody's turn. The Berserker has a battle. Round 1. So the worst thing that can happen is this guy flips, right? We don't want that. We don't want him to flip. We don't really want to be fighting 2 of these guys if we can help it. So I think round 1, we sit on it. Round 2, we play this like this. We have that guy as our target. He moves, which sort of sucks. Does he flip? Because if he flips, we can miss him. He does flip. You little frickin' fraggin', and we miss. And then combat's over. And that's that. Little cheesy again, but you know what? I think I'm gonna live with it. I can live with myself. Now we can't walk out of there very easily, though. So, whether that served us well or was a little bit of a disaster, not sure. In any case, that's a round 1. That was I didn't. I sort of screwed up. I didn't discover the gates first, but we're gonna let that slide for the Amazon. So, that's it. That's my score. My score is actually, I believe. So let's take a quick look. I don't know that anybody else has anything going. I think the magician scored all the points. I think that's it. And yet, I'm not super upset. I'm not thinking, oh my God, this was a terrible, terrible, terrible game here. I think we got a lot of stuff going on, just not come to fruition yet, right? The Amazon probably will be able to score Navigator, probably get to the minor at this point, I think, is what she's going to do. Doesn't mind finding goblins. The Berserker wants to use his monster lore to get that giant, but will have to sort of clear out a space for himself to do so. The Wizard, I still think you try to do what you're trying to do. I wish I had Flamesword, because Flamesword kills that guy in a heartbeat. And this doesn't. And Fiery Blast is way dicier to kill him. It's like a 3, 2, or 1, I think. So I'm pretty happy with how week 1 went. I just haven't scored any damn points. Everybody's doing well, but I haven't scored any points. So I'm going to put the gates away because they don't really need to be out. We're going to draw 3 new events. The Hunter's Lodge, the Fairy Ring in the Deep Wood, and the Storm is Coming. We're going to roll 2 dice for the Storm. Take the higher of the two. It's 1, 2. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. On day 12, the storm will show up. So we're going to draw day 12. That's the storm. And remember, everybody has to be sheltered that day or fatigue. The Hunter's Lodge appears in woods. Let's roll where the Hunter's Lodge is going to appear. The Linden Woods. Hunt Lodge in the Linden Woods. I don't know where the Linden Woods is. Pine Woods, Oak Woods, Deep Woods. Linden Woods. It's the number 4. So right there, the lodge is up and running. The fairy wing appeared. Fairy ring. The fairy wing ripped off of the fairy. No, the fairy ring appears in the Deep Woods. In clearing, what I roll? I have no idea what I just rolled. Let me roll it again. Is it clearing 4? Yes, clearing 4. Done. So, okay. Well, that's also intriguing for our wizard because that is access to 2 of those for him. Pretty easy access to 2 of those for him. Everybody else would have to make an end run. So, might be good for the wizard. In fact, that fairy. Well, that's not the wood spirit. That's a possible spell for sure. Okay. I mean, I'm excited for next week for sure. Let's save this under messed up. And that's it. I probably will. So I think I'm good. I think I'm done for the day here. We will talk Sunday. So again, real quick to recap, it's the magician with the early lead. 3 to nothing to nothing to nothing. But I think everybody's poised to get some stuff done here in week 2. So it should be a really cool week 2, an exciting week 2. And frankly, I think the magician kicked with that poison and transform combo there. He was a little lucky, mind you. But it was the good kind of luck. It was the kind of luck we occasionally hope for, but should never count on in Magic Realm. So thanks a lot, guys. I will talk to you a little later. Bye-bye. Oops, I can't turn my